Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Our team is going to present you Berkshire Hathaway. The team is formed by me, Carolina, Estefania, Paulina, and Paulette. The presentation will be about the background, the financial situation, the reputation, smart decisions and final news, and external factors, also with a conclusion at the end. So most of you probably don't know what Berkshire Hathaway is. It's a multinational conglomerate holding company, which means they're dedicated to buying and selling stocks. Their activity is mostly to invest, and they do so very successfully, as you will see now. It wholly owns Geico, which is a insurance company, BNSF, which is a railway company, Lubrizol, which is a chemicals company, Dairy Queen, we all know Dairy Queen, they own it. Fruit of the Loom as well, it's a textile company. Helzberg Diamonds, which is a jewelry store. Flight Safety International and NetJet, which are both plane companies, like airlines, that's the word. They started as a textile manufacturing company in 1839 in Rhode Island, but it was moved then to Omaha, Nebraska, and it was acquired by Warren Buffett in 1962. And we all know Warren Buffett is the third richest man in the world. He's followed by Carlos Slim. And his wealth comes mainly because of Berkshire Hathaway. And when Mr. Buffett acquired the company, it continued with its textile activities until 1985, where they shut down the factory and they started with their investment transactions. And also they're part owners of Heinz and Kraft, Mars, which is a manufacturer of Snickers, Milky Way, and all the candy bars, American Express, Wells Fargo, the Coca-Cola Company, IBM, Restaurant Brands International, which is the owner of Burger King and Tim Hortons, and many more. Basically, this is kind of all what they own. And yeah, he has a lot of money. The financial situation. Berkshire Hathaway is the company with the most expensive stock in the market ever. Each Class A shares sold for $227,720 as of December last year. And well, this is kind of a fun fact. They've only paid a dividend once since their investment transactions, and it was Mr. Buffett who took it out because no other stockholder can take money out of the company, only him. And he has a salary, an official salary of $100,000 per year, which is the lowest CEO salary, like with every company, but well, we have our doubts that that's all he earns by Berkshire Hathaway. This is an example of, this is the balance sheet. You see, this is in thousands, so each value you multiply by 1,000, so you add 3 zeros. They are, as you can see, the numbers are extremely large. They right now have a cash flow of $64 billion, and it's not the small billions that they use in the U.S. It's the large billions, which are used, for example, in Mexico or in the UK, with 12 zeros. You see, from December 2013 to 2014, they made a big jump of more than $20 billion. This was because in the end of 2013, they acquired many more stocks and companies. So that was probably why. And it also has a very small debt in general. I mean, it's still pretty large, but it's kind of small compared to other smaller companies. And this is the owner's equity. As you can see, no dividends at all. And in 2010, they created a slightly cheaper stock, which is worth 1 out of 1,500 the price of a Class A share. And they have their little rules for the stockholders in the site, and they say, well, you can buy one whole Class A share, and it can convert to 1,500 shares, but you cannot do it the other way around because they are much cheaper. Right now, as of, I don't know, maybe 8:30 a.m., the Class A share was $201,754, which is worth 3,370,476 Mexican pesos. And the Class B shares, as I told you, they are much cheaper, are 134 with 74 cents dollars, which is 2,250.95 Mexican pesos. And well, we all play the market watch. Well, on Monday, I tried to buy a Class A share, but it obviously wouldn't let me because it was way too expensive. But yeah, if you have the money, you can buy a Class A share. But with a Class A share, you could buy a Tesla. So, priorities.
I'm going to talk about the reputation. Warren Buffett once said that the top priority, trumping everything else, including profits, is that all of us, all the workers in Berkshire Hathaway, continue to zealously warn Berkshire's reputation. Zealously means with great enthusiasm, like do not desist doing it. He also said we can afford to lose money, even a lot of money, but we can't afford to lose reputation, not even a shred of it. That means that reputation is hugely important in the corporation. Demand and suppliers. Berkshire Hathaway has 6 main principles, which are: the first one, buy big companies that make a profit over than $75 million before taxes. The second one is a showing power of generating profit. That means that projections are useless. The third one is a business with good revenue over equity that use little or no debt. The fourth one is a direct operating team. The fifth one is simple business. If there's a lot of technology, they kind of are, it's hard to use. It can be misunderstood. The sixth one is an offering price. They don't want to lose time nor clients. And Berkshire Hathaway has a policy that is called supplier diversity. That means that they have a commitment that is to actively seek out qualified minority-owned, women-owned, disabled, veteran-owned, LGBT, which means lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual-owned, and small business enterprises that can provide competitive and high-quality service in a competitive market. The second one is encourage participation of suppliers. Diversity by major suppliers who are not minority-owned, veteran-owned, women-owned, and disabled veteran-owned. The third one is to seek out priorities to assist in the development and competitiveness of diversity suppliers through instructions, mentoring, and other outreach activities.
Okay, now let's move on and let me talk to you about some of the most important and recent news about Berkshire Hathaway. You can find this news, if you want more information, you can find this news in the official page of Berkshire Hathaway. So the first news is that Berkshire Hathaway acquired Precision Catspar Corp for $235 per share. This transaction is valued on $37.2 billion dollars. Sorry, it's a lot of money. And if you don't know, Caspar Corp is a manufacturer of complex metal components and products. Then the next news is like really interesting. So Berkshire Hathaway has given to 4 foundations shares. So Warren E. Buffett has given, check out this big number, 20,640,653 Class B shares to 4 foundations. So they just give money away. This is the 10th annual gift for Bill and Melinda Gates Buffet, Susan Thompson Buffet, Howard G. Buffet, and Noble Foundations. Now, the final news is that Berkshire Hathaway completes the acquisition of the Van Tulip Group. And Berkshire Hathaway Automotive is officially launched. This was on March 10 of this year. So, according to many experts, this is the largest transaction in the retail of automobilistic industry history. This company, the Van Tulip Group, has a $8 billion revenue and 78 independent operated leadership. So they acquire these big companies, and that's why they're such a big company. So now let's move on with the growth. So we decided to just do multiplication between the last year and this year for make it more easy to understand, because it's a lot of numbers and they're really big. And we decided to make it in percentage terms. So as for the net revenue growth, the company started with 7.02%. And then it decreased to 3.22%, and then it increased again to 11.52. As you can see in the second quarter, if you compare it with the last year, it has decreased, but in the first quarter and in the third quarter, it increases. For the net income, it started with 9.76%, and then increased to 37.25%, and then decreased again to 40.43. So again, it's like a tendency in this year that in the second quarter, if you compare the numbers with the last year, it decreases. As you can see, like for example, the revenue, it decreases from 11.34 to 3.23. Sorry, and in the net income, it decreases from 40.83 to 37.25, and again in the earnings per share, it also decreases from 40.76 to minus 37.40. So something happened in the company in the second quarter, but they are okay now. They're growing.
Now, moving on to the management part of the company. Well, as it was mentioned before, the company owns many other companies. So it would be crazy if only one person would have like the power and the authority for all the companies. So the management is based on extreme decentralization of operating authority, which means that the responsibility is placed in the hands of local managers. They all have the some authority to make decisions in every single one of the companies that Berkshire Hathaway owns, but we know that the head of the company is Warren E. Buffett. This model was a very smart decision, because while other public corporations were having like this model very strict of management, they decided to go to move to the opposite way, and that really worked out, because like I said, it would be crazy if only one person would have the power, and they decided to have more decentralization and give some authority to other managers. The managers only have 2 requirements.
main requirements, which are they have to submit a financial statement every month to the, they have to submit it. And they have to send the cash flow to the headquarters, the cash that was generated by all the operations in the company. Another smart decision that the company took, and it helped the company to grow, was that in 2003, the company bought McLean, which is a part of Walmart, and it's dedicated to sell groceries, and it's unknown, but it's very important, and it helped the company to grow. Here we can see the organizational chart. Like I said, Warren Buffett is the head of the company. Then there are four like investment manager, the CFO, and then there are 10 directors. And this is like the main part of the company. And then if we would keep like doing the organizational charts, there will be like the managers, every local manager. The company has competitors. There are three main competitors, which are the Allstate Corporation, which is an insurance company. We have the KKR company and BlackRock company, which are investment firms. We can see in this table that Berkshire Hathaway is the number one, has the number one position. Although these are the competitors, I personally think that they don't compare to Berkshire Hathaway. Like the earning per share, like that's the big number there per share, and it doesn't compare. We have the market capitalization, employees, revenues, net income, and earnings per share. Berkshire Hathaway has the number one position, and I think in general it doesn't have competitors, but those are some of its competitors.
Right now, we're going to show you a little video that can, before our conclusion, that can make you not want to invest in Berkshire Hathaway.
¿Grabó el video?
No. No, no.